Go. Where were you born?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
What's the hospital?
I have no idea.
Really? What's your birthday?
June 25th.
Okay. Who would you want to play with in a movie? Or let me read that again. Who would you want to play? Oh, I got it. That's right. Who would you want to play you in a movie?
Oh.
I had to read that 3 times to get it. So like starring who?
I've always said Emma Watson. I like her a lot.
That's a good choice. All right. What was your first job? I'm gonna add a word. What was your first paying job?
I worked at a coffee shop. Yeah.
Was it like a name brand coffee shop or just?
I've worked at a couple of different coffee shops. Yeah,
Okay.
but no, it was just a cafe.
Okay. What's your biggest fear? Besides doing this video.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a hard one. Go to the
All
next
right.
one.
I will. Who makes you laugh the most?
Probably my sister.
And tell us where she is in age, how far apart, because you're really
She's a year
close.
younger than me.
1 year younger.
Mm-hmm.
That's really close. And your brother is 1 year old, just over a year older than you, right? So you
Yes.
guys really came.
Yes, we're all within 3 years, yeah. And I write about that in the book a little bit
Yes,
too.
you do. All right. This is a good one. What's the one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times?
I always have carrots and hummus.
Carrots and hummus.
Yes.
What kind of hummus? Like just plain?
Just normal.
Okay.
Yeah, just the
not the
classic.
garlic and the stuff.
Nope.
Oh, that's good. All right, number 7. This might be an easy one. What is your greatest accomplishment to date? You're supposed to say the book.
This book. I think just in general, just staying close with my family through lots of different changes. I mean, that's kind of a broad answer, but that includes this book, and it's definitely a big theme in the book.
Yeah, it is. All right, who's the most interesting person you met recently?
Oh, that's a good question.
And you could go back a couple years if you'd like.
Well, I talk about meeting a couple different political figures in the book on Inauguration Day. So I met the Bidens. I had met the Obamas before, but they gave me Michelle Obama gave me some advice on Inauguration Day that's in the book. That was just really special to me. I met Hillary Clinton on that day, and I talk about that in the book too, about how she was just very kind to me, which was just very, very cool to me.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of showed me that she didn't have to be nice in that scenario. I'm sure that was difficult to attend that Inauguration Day, and so that was really a cool moment that I talk about a little bit in the book as well.
Oh, that's good. All right, you have a very lyrical, beautiful middle name. What is it?
Rose.
And where did it come from? Do you know?
Yes, my grandma's middle name is Rose, my mom's side.
Okay, we talked about pets. This question is, what is your biggest pet peeve? I don't think that has to do with pets, but
Pet
what is it?
peeve. I don't know if this is about other people, but I don't like being late to things. I get like very nervous if I'm gonna be late to a class or something. I'm always like try to be very early to stuff. I don't know if that's a pet peeve, but that's what I thought of.
Well, I was late to this meeting.
No,
because
you weren't.
Yeah, well, because we're staying in different hotels.
We were,
and
yeah.
I went to the lobby waiting for you to come down, and it took me.
And I was waiting for you.
Took me 10 minutes to remember that we're not even staying at the same hotel. So
Well,
sorry to be late.
we both
'cause
made
that's,
it.
That's one of mine. That's one of mine too. What's the last book you read?
I just read.
Of course, you're in seminary now, so
Yeah,
you're reading a lot.
I'm reading a lot of different books. I read 3 Steps on the Ladder of Writing by Helen Sissot. I think that's how you say her last name. It's French. That's a really cool book. It's just about being a writer. So if you want to be a writer, I would definitely recommend that book.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your favorite hobby? In fact, another way to ask that is when you look at your day and you have nothing to do, which never happens, and you're saying to yourself, "Oh boy, I get to do X." What is it? What are you doing?
I love to run, so I usually like going for long runs if I have time. And I love reading as well. Yeah, I would say probably both of those things.
Okay. Here's another one. You don't have to answer this. You can hit the red button if you want.
Okay.
What is your guilty pleasure?
Oh.
See, that's a terrible question. Who came up with these questions?
I mean, I just immediately thought of coffee, but I feel like that's not a guilty pleasure.
No,
I
it's
feel like
not.
everybody
Help
has
yourself.
coffee.
How about desserts? Are you a dessert girl?
Not
Are you a
really,
sugar girl?
No. I mean, I'm more of a salty person.
So,
So, I mean, I'll eat like a whole thing of chips and guacamole for myself. So maybe that's it.
that works.
Yeah.
That works. All right. So, do you have any hidden talents? Now, I'm going to call this a silly question because if they were hidden, you wouldn't know that you have them. But let's give that a shot. Do you have any hidden talents that we ought to know about that you would like to confess right now?
I don't know what's a talent. I can kind of play guitar, not that well, but I taught myself in high school. So I know a couple chords now, and I could sort of play, but I'm
okay.
not that good.
Do you have a guitar at school?
I don't, but I'm planning on getting one.
Good for
actually,
you. That'd
because
be a
I wanted
good
to pick
idea.
it up again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Here's a really important one. What color is your toothbrush? Do you have any idea? I don't know anybody that would
Such a
know
good
the answer to that question.
I think it's green.
And
It's
you
like
probably
green
have
and
more
white?
than one. You probably have one in a purse and one in the bathroom.
Like a travel toothbrush.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's green.
I think it's green. What is your secret snack? Now we're getting back to this guilty pleasure thing.
I always have like nuts or granola bars.
So
in
if
my
somebody's
purse.
going to put a basket in your hotel room and you walk in and you go, oh, great, what's in the basket?
I would say like cashews.
I thought you would say chips and hummus.
Chips and hummus also, yeah. I mean, I'm down for
Cashews.
that too.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know, yeah, almonds and cashews. I'm like, I love those.
Do you know how many miles you have to run to make up for a handful of cashews?
Yeah,
Those
I
babies
know.
are huge.
They're great though.
Yeah, or
They're
macadamia
so
nuts
good.
too. They're
Those are really
crazy.
good. Those are really good.
How do you take your coffee?
Ooh.
You're drinking some right now. so-
I take it differently all the time.
You do?
I usually have it black, but if it's like later in the day, I'll have like some sweetener, like almond milk or something in it. But in the morning, I like black coffee better if I'm making it at home. I'm very into coffee, so.
So are you a snob? I mean,
I'm
do
a
you- do
little
you
bit
have
of a snob.
do you have a
I'm
brand?
not
You don't have to disclose it.
completely a snob, but like I love Pete's Coffee because I used to work there.
Oh, okay. So
So
this
I
is like
love
product
Pete's.
placement. We can get a sponsorship
Yeah.
here.
Pete's, I would love to be
Pete's.
sponsored by Pete's. That'd be amazing. I guess I worked for them at one point.
Well,
So.
there you go. See. All right. What's the last movie you saw in a theater?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. That's horrible.
Okay, so what's your favorite movie? I mean, are you like a chick
haven't
flick?
gone to a movie in
Do you have to have
forever.
helicopters to make you happy? Is it westerns?
I like dramas.
Okay.
I really like dramas. And I mean, I kind of like just going to like a comedy with friends too.
Okay.
So that's fun. My family and we like to go see movies, and a lot of times we'll go see comedies
Do
together.
you cry in a movie? Can movies make you cry?
I can, but I don't really. And
Really?
I'm not a big crier, so
Right.
I don't know. I'll cry easier in a book, probably.
Well, there you go.
Than
That's
a movie.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I love
yeah.
that. Oh, cool. All right. What is the last gift you gave?
Oh, the last gift I gave. That's a good question. I gave. Oh, that's a really good question.
All right. While you're thinking,
Let me think. Yeah.
while you're thinking, you and your mother brought Marlon Bundo to an event in Washington, D.C. And there were kids, little kids out there. They were meeting the bunny and stuff.
Yes.
And there was probably 30 minutes of questions. People asked questions. And one little boy raised his hand and said, "Why do you always say that was a good question?"
Yes, that was funny. Did I say that just
yes,
now?
you did. Uh-huh.
Oh man.
But that's okay. It was a good question.
That's gonna be one of those memes that is of me, just me saying that over and over. He was right though. I do say it all the time, but it's always a good question.
Yeah, it's very kind to the person trying to come up with a good question. So we're back.
The last gift I gave,
Yeah.
I gave this is, funny, but I gave this book
There you go.
to my cousin. I gave it to my family to read. So I don't know, maybe I got a lot of these books for free. Authors get a lot of books
If they have
to
a
give
good
away
agent.
to people.
If they have a good
a
agent.
great agent.
Yeah, they get a
And
lot of
so I
freebies.
have just boxes of these books in my house that I've been giving to people. So I guess
That's
I gave my
fun.
book as a gift.
There you go. That's a great.
It's a good gift.
That's a great answer. All right. What cause is dear to your heart?
Oh, that's good.
I know that you're big on sharing royalties and stuff. So what cause is
Yeah.
near and dear to your heart?
So A21 is a charity that I've worked with in the past and given proceeds of my books to, a portion of the proceeds. And so they fight human trafficking all around the world, including in the U.S. So they have offices in, I believe, 13 countries. Where they're literally on the ground fighting against human trafficking, helping survivors, helping them kind of get back on their feet. They also do a lot of amazing work helping to just educate the public about what human trafficking looks like, and if you are suspicious of human trafficking, how to report it. So they're called A21, and it stands for Abolishing Human Slavery in the 21st Century. So definitely check them out. They're an amazing cause. Actually, this weekend, they're having their annual Walk for Freedom that they do, and they do in cities all over the world. It's really amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done. What a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, there's one more question, and I've just gotten a note that we can wrap after this.
Oh,
okay?
great.
So here's the final question. Where do you want to go that you've never been? Not counting the moon.
I do want to go to the moon.
That's a great movie. You need to see it. That's brand new in First Man.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, oh, it's really fabulous.
Oh, yeah, I should see that. That'll be, then ask me in a couple weeks what a movie I saw, and I'll see that. I really want to go to India. I've not been to India, and my family and I did a swing around Asia on a trip a year and a half ago. I went with my parents, and I also write about that in the book.
Yeah.
Being able to go to Australia and Indonesia and just amazing places, but India I would love to go to.